Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jayo Nitai, Gaura Sundar Nitai, Gaura Sundar, Gaura Sundar. Jayo Nitai, Gaura Sundar Nitai, Gaura Sundar, Gaura Sundar. Jayo Nitai, Gaura Sundar Nitai, Gaura Sundar, Gaura Sundar. Jayo Radha, Damodar Radha, Damodar Radhe. Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajkacharya Astotra Sachi Shishmad, His Divine Grace Abhaichar Narvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, ISKCON's founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, BBT founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Food for Life founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajkacharya Astotra Sachi Shishmad, His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur Ki Jai, Anant Koti Vaishya Vrinda Ki Jai, नामचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधाकुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की जय। श्री श्री निठाई गौर सुंदर की जय। श्री श्री यशोदा दमदार की जय। श्री श्री राधा दमदार की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री नीलचल जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। चवन माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। Thai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the Lord's feet of Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasingaya Prahlad-lad-daen Hiranyakasipurvakshaya Hiranyakasipurvakshaya Silatankanakalaye Silatankanakalaye Ito nishingo Parato nishingo Ito nishingo Parato nishingo Yato yato yamitato nishingo Yato yato yamitato nishingo Bahir nishingo hidaye nishingo Bahir nishingo hidaye nishingo Narasimhadamin saranam prapade Narasimhadamin saranam prapade Tavakara kamalavari nakam Amrita Singha Kalita Hiranyakasipu Tanabringa Keshavadrita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jana Sringadev, 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 Jana Sringadev. Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shridev Bhagavan ki, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. My name is Sunaina. Please accept my respectful obeisances. On behalf of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, as well as the new Jagannath Puri temple here in Phoenix, I would like to welcome all of you tonight on this very special and auspicious last night of Kartik. I do pray that your Kartik Mass has been extremely blissful and sweet, and that the Lord blesses you with His mercy for all of your endeavors this month. We have in our presence a very esteemed speaker this evening, and we are very proud and honored to have his association. Please can we give a very warm new Jagannath welcome to His Grace Jagatananda Panditasa. Haribol. Prabhu is a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and his eternal spiritual master is His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, whom he met in 1990. And he has said that that has been the highlight of his life. All glories to His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj. Prabhu is a practicing medical doctor, and he is married to Her Grace Jayashri Devi Dasi, and they have 2 beautiful daughters. His topic for the evening is Hidden Gems, the Modarastakam. Dear devotees, please can I remind you to be mindful of class and not disturb class in any way. Please do turn all your electric devices onto silent, and let us sit back and take in the nectar from this evening's class. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Yana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, may I echo the sentiments of Sunaina Mataji, and again welcome all of you and bid you all the very best in your spiritual lives. I hope you've had a wonderful Kartik so far, and that this mood that we have all imbibed will be able to take it further into our lives, into the future, and into our eternal practices. So today's topic, as you have heard, is mining the gems from Damodarastakam. The Damodar Leela is part of the Damodarastakam prayers. So the Damodarastakam prayers has got a lot more than just the Damodar Leela in it. there's one very beautiful word in Sanskrit. It's called Vishesha. Vishesha means features of excellence or features of discrimination. So if, for example, we said Tattva Vishesha, that would mean that those discriminatory features or those features of excellence that are there in the Supreme Absolute Truth, in discussions of the truth. So the Damodarastakam prayers opens very beautifully with Satyavrata Muni offering his obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is an embodiment of truth, eternality, and bliss. And he has a form. Right at the very outset, it's being established that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has a very amazing form. And then, the next part of the first shloka goes into establishing Krishna's relationship with his devotees. And Mother Yashoda takes center stage in the entire Damodara Leela. She is, and Krishna does this often, by the way, and Krishna loves to do this. Krishna loves to push his devotees forward and give them the credit whenever possible. This is his nature. This is his nature. He loves doing it. He takes great pride and pleasure in glorifying his devotees. So then, we see the establishment of the Parivar Vishesha. Parivar means family. And the word, every word in the Damodar Leela is bursting with nectar. And this word that is used intentionally is Gokula. Gokula. Now we know that if somebody asks you, what's your kul? What's your lineage? Where you come from? And some people will say this and that. Kashyapa Gotra. Or some people will say, oh, I'm Achyuta Gotra. I'm in the lineage of the Supreme Lord. So Gokul means the lineage of the cows and the cowherd people. So by using the word Gokul, and I'm assuming that you'll know the Damodarastakam, right? If you don't, please go back and read it and try. Because here today, after a month long where we've been reciting the Damodarastakam every day and offering the lamps, we're going to just try to establish the connection between the shlokas. It's not often do we speak about that, and not as often is that readily apparent. So, Gokul is now glorifying Krishna's family. All the cow-head people. And Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda are the kings and queen, or is the king and queen of all the cowherd people of Vrindavan. Then in the second shloka, and from the end of the first shloka, the second two lines, immediately the establishment of Krishna's Leela starts to take place. So this is called Leela Parivesh. Krishna's Leela. How it goes? Yashodha biyolo khaladavananam param ristam atyam tato trutya gopya. Right? So, here, suddenly we see when previously the Supreme Personality of Godhead is being glorified in most exalted terms, but now in contrast, this same personality is running in fear. He has got fear etched on every part of his body. And the Damodarastakam describes this fear. In many ways, he is sobbing. The lines of the 3 lines on his neck, we all got these 3 lines, by the way, across the neck. Some is more prominent than others. And when he's sobbing, and he's shaking, and he's trembling, then the necklace is moving as well. His eyes is very fearful. So, how is this? The person from whom fear personified runs, the person to whom we pray to remove our fear. One of the names of Krishna is that he is Abhay Charan. One becomes fearless at his lotus feet. At Krishna's lotus feet one becomes fearless. So we go to his feet to become fearless. But here, in this Leela, it shows that Krishna is not mimicking fear. He's not feigning fear. Krishna is fearful. He's really fearful. So how does this happen? How is this possible? So the entire Damodarastakam now is spotlighting this point. Putting a very powerful spotlight on this point. Drawing our attention to understanding that Krishna and his devotees have a very unique relationship. And that relationship goes beyond the ordinary confines of what commonly held concepts of God are. And you'll only find this understanding of God in the bhakti tradition. You'll never find it in any other tradition. Yogis spend their entire lifetime meditating on the Paramatma, the 4-handed form of the Supreme Lord Vishnu in their hearts, hoping one day they can attain it. And most of them fail. They do not. Over millions and millions of years of serious practice. But here, Krishna is demonstrating, well, the Leela is demonstrating the very unique exchange of love. Because in the ambit of love, the emotions become intensified. The Supreme Lord can do anything. It is not that one becomes God or one becomes more than God. No. But Krishna can bring himself lower by his choice to be equal to anyone or to be even lower than anyone. It's not that we can become greater than God, but he can become lower. He can bring himself lower. In that way, he enjoys unique relationships. The last words of the second verse are, quickly, Bhakti Badam. Bhakti Badam. That means one who is bound by devotion, bhakti. Krishna can never be bound by anything. The Lord is supremely independent. His will and his activities never depends on anyone else. But in this very unique facet of Bhakti Badam, both the serious aspirant, the person cultivating love of Godhead, as well as the Supreme Lord Himself, agree to be bound by each other. Of all Krishna's unlimited characteristics, the Supreme Lord has, we can all imagine that He has got no limit to His opulences. Our acharyas say that of all His majestic qualities, the attribute of Bhakta Vatsalya is topmost, where Krishna is partial to his devotees, and the devotees have a particular affinity for Krishna over and above everyone else. This is Bhakta Vatsalya. And in this, the only consideration is the loving exchange. The conception of awe and reverence, although it's known, but features very little, if at all, in that loving exchange between the servant of the Lord, who is now become the lover of the Lord. We all consider ourselves servant of the Lord. Eternally, every living entity is a servant of the Lord. This is our natural constitutional position. But until and unless we become a lover of the Lord, then these concepts that we're speaking about today will not fully manifest. So we are discussing them. These are some pointers to demonstrate what is in store for us. Let me put it to you simply. For every devotee, what awaits? What sweetness awaits? What nectar awaits? And in our pursuance of our spiritual lives is to develop our relationships with Krishna to the point where these relationships becomes deeper and more connected to the exclusivity of everything else. So gradually, when we start our spiritual life, we have still got one leg in the bush, or two legs, right? That's how we all start. And then gradually we remove ourselves. We extricate ourselves from the material realm, until we get to a point where the material realm means nothing. It has no bearing. It has no significance in our life. Our only prayer, only wish is to return home, go back to the spiritual world, to be with Krishna again. So that's Bhakti Badam. Still, the whole second shloka is Leela Parivesh. That means it's giving you insights into all different facets of the Leela in very unique ways. In today's very short presentation, which is shorter than usual, I'm only going to give you some pointers, some drops of nectar. And hopefully, in the future, you can mine them further, or devotees could speak on each of those points in much more detail. The third verse starts with the word, say it, iti. Iti drikshva lilabhir anand kunde. So it starts iti. Iti means in this way. In what way? In the way of Bhakti Badam. The last word of the last shloka is Bhakti Badam. Devotees who are now connected to the Supreme Lord, and the Lord is connected to the devotees through ropes of love. That's what binds them together. So in this way, Krishna exhibits an unlimited number of pastimes in Vraj. And in so doing, he drowns the inhabitants in pools of ecstasy. Imagine that. How beautiful. Just the words, just the presentation of the poetry is how beautiful. Imagine if we were actually in those ecstatic pools and we are drowning in those pools. That means every facet of your being is saturated with ecstasy. We can't even imagine what that must be like. This is a glimpse of what the spiritual world is. And then the third shloka ends with Sata Vritti Vande. Sata means hundreds. And Vritti is hundreds of obeisances. I'm bowing down. This is a prayer of Satyavati Muni now. I'm bowing down hundreds and hundreds of times. To who? Or to what? He is bowing down in this shloka to the process of bhakti. Very important. That means devotional service. So that's the third verse. In the fourth verse, we see the aspirations. Varam deva moksham na. So moksha is liberation. But moksham na. I don't want liberation. Don't talk about liberation. Don't tell me about liberation. I don't even want to hear it. Liberation for a devotee is worse than death. Because what will he do? He doesn't have the opportunity to serve Krishna. Without service, our lives are empty, are meaningless. There's no sweetness, there's no rust, there's no ecstasy. And this is what everybody is longing for, right? We're longing for happiness. That's what the whole aspiration is. But we're not just happiness. We want to go to the zenith of happiness, which is ecstasy. The highest point of happiness is ecstasy. So here, he says, na moksha. And then he says, na moksha dhim. That means the ultimate goal of moksha is to go to Vaikuntha. I don't even want that. Na chanyaham. I don't even want any other boon in this world. Don't want anything. Except what? Say, Prabhu. Except what? Except? Say it, Prabhu. No, in this verse it is. He says, I want. No. Oish. You have to listen again. In this verse it's saying, in this shloka it is saying, I only long for Krishna's beautiful face. No other boon. Idam te vapurnata gopal balam sadame mana shyavi astam kim anye. So we have to learn the meaning, not just simply recite the prayer and sing fancy tunes and just, all that. And then meditate on those words as well, just like every other prayer. Okay, so now that's the fourth shloka. In the fifth shloka and the sixth, it is now the longing. He's longing, and he demonstrates this. Idam te mukham bojam So what that means? Krishna's beautiful face, Mukha. You'll see in the Bhagavatam, in the 10th canto, when the gopis were bereft of Krishna's association after Krishna left the rasa dance. Then at that time, they were all praying, "Oh Krishna, we are longing, we want to see your sweet smiling face." Smita Krishna. Krishna's beautiful smiling face. That's the pinnacle of all our aspiration. Everything that devotees want to do is to get to the point where we want to see Krishna's smile, Krishna's smiling face. In the 6th verse, it starts off with Namo Deva Damodara Ananta Vishnu. But now so strange. We are talking about Vraj, and we're talking about Krishna's very confidential pastimes. These pastimes are not revealed to everyone. You need special VIP access to even hear about these pastimes. But suddenly now it goes, Namo Deva Damodara Ananta Vishnu. So we can understand Damodara. But Deva is referring to Krishna's exquisitely beautiful form. Namo Devo Damodara. Krishna bound this whole pastime. Damodar Leela is in that word, Damodar. Krishna's primary names are all from Krishna's pastimes. Krishna's secondary names are from his qualities and attributes. Like we say, all-powerful, omniscient, all these things, all knowledgeable. But primary name like Giridhari. So these are primary names. So here, Ananta means unlimited. It means infallible, unfathomable. And Vishnu in this context is meaning the all-pervading person. So the prayer in the 6th shloka is saying, my Lord, I cannot figure out who you are. I don't know. And since you are everywhere, you know what's in my heart. You know what's my desires. So therefore, and you are able to fulfill every desire, so please fulfill this desire. So moreover, in the shloka, in the last line, it says, Agnyam, means I'm ignorant. So on one thing, I'm asking you, my Lord, but I'm actually ignorant. I don't know. I don't even know how to approach you. I don't know how to pray. I don't know what bhakti is. I don't even have a devotion in my heart. But still, I've learned that to approach you. So this is the meaning of these words at the beginning of this 6th verse. And here, this is Parama Sadhana. Sadhana we all have, right? Sadhana means our practice of devotional service. But this is considered Parama Sadhana, the greatest and most exalted practice in spiritual life, which is chanting Krishna's holy names. And therefore, this shloka starts with Sankirtan. Namo Devo Damodara Ananta Vishnu Prashidha Prabhu Dukha Jalabdi Magnam. Prashida is from the word prashad. My Lord, please give me your mercy. Without your mercy, there is no hope. There's nothing. I'm begging for your mercy. The prayer is saying, please, please, I need your mercy. What happens without your mercy? Prashida Prabhu Dukha Jalabdi Magnam. Dukha Jalabdi Magnam. That means there's no end to sorrows. There's just no end to sorrows. So the meaning of this is, we have become bereft of Krishna's association somehow. And without Krishna's association, we have fallen into this deep well of horrible associations. Snakes, venomous snakes, described as venomous snakes. So until and unless I do not get your darshan, Krishna, there is no hope. So it's a prayer for Krishna's darshan. So now let's go into the 7th shloka. 7th shloka changes tack completely. Very strange. You know, if you just read it superficially, you won't find the link, or it'll be difficult to see the connection. Kuveratmajo badha murtvaiva jadvat. So, here, to understand this verse is about prema vishesha. This whole shloka is now describing prema vishesha, the discerning characteristics of prem. But whose prem? Not just any prem, it's prem from Krishna's point of view. We may say we love Krishna, but when Krishna says he loves you, that's a different ball game altogether. In this shloka is now Krishna is showing his love for his devotees. That's the connection. And Krishna is demonstrating this love. And we're going to read one quick, I'll just read one shloka from the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's Canto 10, Chapter 10, text number 25. 10:10:25. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Devarishir me priyatamo yadimo dhanadhatmajo tattata sadayishyami yadgitam tan mahatmana. Krishna is thinking. Krishna is not speaking. Krishna is thinking. Although these two young men are the sons of the very rich Kuvera, and I have nothing to do with them, Devarishi Narada is my very dear and affectionate devotee. And therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance. See how Krishna feels compelled to reciprocate with the love of his devotees. You can read the purport, it's super sweet. Right? Krishna feels he can't help himself. Because at this point, Krishna is thinking, Mother Yashoda has got so much of love for me. Just see how she has labored so much. Firstly, to churn the butter, and then she started to chase me all over, and I made her run and dance. And then you say, but still, she ran after me with even greater speed. Who can have more speed than Krishna? How can somebody have more than Krishna? But this is This is Mother Yashoda. This is the position, the exalted position of the devotees. Krishna empowers them to do extraordinary activities. In this very same way, you may have heard that Srila Prabhupada said that he has the keys to the back door of the spiritual world. You heard that? Yes. So even though these two rascals, these two reprobates, sons of Kuvera, they're not pure devotees by any stretch of the imagination. But they received the ultimate benediction from Devarishi Narad, who blessed them to remain in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj for 60,000 years. Where by that blessing, although we sometimes say it's a curse, but by that blessing, they were able to render some service, sometimes unknowingly. And by that, they were able to see Krishna's pastimes. Whilst there were trees in the courtyard offering shade and offering some props for the children and for the cowhead boys to play, but they were witnessing it, watching Krishna's pastimes silently from a distance, as we do, because we read the Leela, we are watching it. We are partaking in it, but from a distance. We're not actually involved in it, but we are there. We're getting some kind of access to it. And here, our Srila Prabhupada, because of Bhakti Badam, that he loves Krishna, but he also knows that Krishna loves him. And therefore, Krishna will do the bidding of his pure devotees. So whatever the desire is of the pure devotee, therefore it is said, it never goes in vain. It's not that the pure devotee is doing it. Because they are so intimately connected with Krishna, Krishna ensures that it gets done. So for most of us, this is our hope. Because on our own steam, we have so many deficiencies, so many inadequacies, and so many disqualifications to practice pure devotional service. So our hope is Srila Prabhupada. Our hope is that because Prabhupada said it, and because of Krishna's super excellent, topmost attribute of Bhakta Vatsalya, he is partial to his devotees, Krishna will ensure that Prabhupada's desire for all of us, and this is also in the poetry that Srila Prabhupada wrote on board the Jaladuta before he disembarked. When he just landed, when he just got to the Boston harbor, while still the ship was outside a couple of days earlier, like just in, I think it was 17th of September or 16th of September, when Prabhupada wrote this poetry, in that he says, he is desiring that Krishna should deliver all of us. So his desire, the desires of the pure devotee, is our great good fortune. So once we connect ourselves with such devotees, then our future trajectory and ultimate destination is assured. We depend upon the mercy of others, of other such devotees. So, I know it's past 8 o'clock now and I was told to stop by 8. So, the 8th verse, we'll leave it for some, that's a lecture on itself. And please go back and read these shlokas with these kind of pointers in mind. See the connection and see how it will impel us to connect more deeply with the Damodarastakam, but also more deeply with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This is the Kartik Vrat. Shri Kartik Purnima ki, the founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Their Lordship, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Sundar ki jai. Gaur Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Damodarastaka ki jai. All glories to all the assembled devotees. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, for that very interesting class and deeper understanding of the Damodarastakam. I do pray that we remember the gems of the Damodarastakam not just for the next Kartik, but for every day of our lives. A dear friend of mine said to me this morning that every Kartik should be a stepping stone in our devotional service, and that every step that we take should take us closer to the lotus feet of our Lord. But in order to advance in that way, we do need to have some introspection. We do need to look within ourselves and excavate our hearts and understand how we can become better and better devotees to take us closer to the Lord's feet. So I encourage you all to take a few minutes of reflection tonight, being the last night of Kartik. I know that we are all really sad that this month, this blissful month, is coming to an end. But please take a moment to reflect on yourselves. And tomorrow, let's awaken with a fresh spirit and make every day a Kartik day, and make every moment a Damodarastaka moment. And on that note, dear devotees, we would like to extend a very warm thank you to absolutely each and every one of you who has assisted us in this Kartik month. In whichever way that you have helped us in the temple, be it through sponsorships, our sponsorships in the garlands, in prasadam, through the diyas and lamps, we thank you. All our different departments, our deity council, the garland department, those that have assisted with Damodar and baby Krishna. Thank you all so much, those that have come forward and assisted voluntarily. We sincerely appreciate it. On behalf of the President of the New Jagannath Puri Temple, His Grace Prabhanu Prabhu, as well as the entire community of New Jagannath Puri, we extend a very warm and sincere thank you. So devotees, let us say a prayer and best wishes to these devotees for their kindness. And let us give them a very loving round of applause in thanks for all they have done for us. Haribol. We have many, many opportunities still for service and sponsorships, and we are encouraging you devotees to please do come forward, reach out to us, and continue to assist us in whichever way that you can. We grow by your generous support. Thank you all so much for coming. We have really enjoyed the evening in your company. I wish you safe travels back home. Before we conclude, may I just announce that we will be offering our lamps. Please can we ask the children and the elderly to come forward first. Let us be mindful of that. So safe travels home, everyone. Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So Jagannath Puri Prabhu made a very nice point about how this Kartik is due to Srila Prabhupada's mercy. So today marks the start of our book marathon, for the December book marathon, and we'd like to encourage all of you to please participate. In whatever capacity you can, whatever you can do, everybody has some capacity. So please take some books today. Braj Kishore Prabhu, Tarun Baladev Prabhu at the back. They've done a sterling job for the whole year, and we hope and pray that you can now help us to go over this hurdle. There's a target worldwide to distribute, I think it's like about 42 million Bhagavad Gitas actually. So please try to distribute Bhagavad Gita. This is Srila Prabhupada's deep love for Krishna exhibited through these books, and we really appreciate if you could take the time to do that. Also, we want to thank all those devotees that sponsored the tables and the
trolleys that we wanted for serving prasadam to all of you. So you can give yourself a big round of applause for sponsoring those things. And if you didn't get a chance to sponsor that, there's much more sponsorships coming up. We need a whole lot of things in temple, and you can generally try and help. We'll put out notices, and then you can try and see how to help actually. Hare Krishna. Shri Yashoda Damodar ki, Shri Radha Damodar ki, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, Shri Shinitai Gaur Sundar ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi ki. Namamishparam sa Chidanandha Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. 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 Yashoda Viyolokalanda Vamanam Param Vishnamanta Dathaducha Gopyam. Yashoda Viyolokalanda Vamanam Param Vishnamanta Dathaducha Gopyam. Yashoda Viyolokalanda Vamanam Param Vishnamanta Dathaducha Gopyam. Yashoda Param Vishnamanta Dathaducha Gopyam. Namamishparam sa Chidanandha Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Namamishparam sa Chidanandha Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Udham Tamo Netra Jugmam Nijantam Haram Bhava Jugmena Santaktanetam. Haram Bhava Jugmena Santaktanetam. Udham Tamo Netra Jugmam Nijantam Haram Bhava Jugmena Santaktanetam. Muhuswasatam pate kanta kanta Sita Givadamodaram Bhakti Vadam. Muhuswasatam pate kanta kanta Sita Givadamodaram Bhakti Vadam. Muhuswasatam pate kanta kanta Sita Givadamodaram Bhakti Vadam. Pate kanta kanta Sita Givadamodaram Bhakti Vadam. Namamishvaram sa Chidanandha Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Namamishvaram sa Chidanandha Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Ichidik Swalilha Bhi Ananda Kunde Swagoswami Majantam Akrapayam. Ichidik Swalilha Bhi Ananda Kunde Swagoswami Majantam Akrapayam. Ichidik Swalilha Bhi Ananda Kunde Swagoswami Majantam Akrapayam. Taryesija Jesu Bhaktai Jitatvam Puna Pramatastam Satkabhiti Bande 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 Namami Swadansa Chidananda Rupam Nasattundalam Gokulavadhanam Devam moksham na moksha bhajimba Nachanam vrine aham varisadati Varam devam moksha bhajimba Varam devam moksham na moksha bhajimba Nachanam vrine aham varisadati Idam Vapunatha Gopal Balam Sadamimana Savirastanti Idam Vapunatha Gopal Balam Sadamimana Savirastanti Idam Vapunatha Gopal Balam Sadamimana Savirastanti Namami Swadansa Chidananda Rupam Yasattundalam Gokulavadhanam Mukam Bhodham Ananta Nilai Vitam Kuntalai Snigdai Rakshasya Vidam Bhodham Ananta Nilai Vitam Kuntalai Snigdai Rakshasya Vidam Mukam Bhodham Ananta Nilai Vitam Kuntalai Snigdai Rakshasya Muhusumbitam bimbana kadaram Manusavirastam alam lapsalabhi Muhusumbitam bimbana kadaram Manusavirastam alam lapsalabhi Muhusumbitam bimbana kadaram Manusavirastam alam lapsalabhi Namami Swadansa Chidananda Rupam Yasattundalam Gokulavadhanam Namami Damodara Ananta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhu Dukkha Jaladina Namo Deva Damodara Ananta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhu Dukkha Jaladina Namo कृपादृष्टिवेश्यते दीनं वधानं विहानसमामक्ष्णानदक्षिणेश्य कृपादृष्टिवेश्यते दीनं वधानं विहानसमामक्ष्णानदक्षिणेश्य कृपादृष्टिवेश्यते दीनं वधानं विहानसमामक्ष्णानदक्षिणेश्य चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुञ्जानन्दो कुले भगवात्मजो बाधा मुझे वयात्मा स्वयं चितो भक्ति भजो जो बाधा मुझे वयात्मा स्वयं चितो भक्ति भजो बाधा मुझे वयात्मा स्वयं चितो भक्ति भजो तथा प्रमभक्ति स्वकं प्रयच नामोक्षे गाहो मेस्ति दामोदरे तथा प्रमभक्ति स्वकं प्रयच नामोक्षे गाहो मेस्ति दामोदरे तथा प्रमभक्ति स्वकं प्रयच नामोक्षे गाहो मेस्ति दामोदरे चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले चिदानन्दरूपं नमस्तेस्तु धाम्ने पुरादीप्तिधाम्ने हरियो योगायक्ष विश्वस्य नमस्तेस्तु धाम्ने परिप्रीतम्ने हरियो योगायक्ष विश्वस्य नमो नरिकाय तरिया प्रियाय नमो नंत लीलाय देवाय नमो नरिकाय तरिया प्रियाय नमो नंत लीलाय देवाय नमो नरिकाय तरिया प्रियाय नमो नंत लीलाय देवाय नमो नारायणाय तनया प्रियाय नमो नारायणाय नमः चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले नमः चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले नमस्कारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले नमः चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे जय राधा दामोदर जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर दामोदर राधा Jayo Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe Jayo Radha Jayo Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya 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 Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama If everybody could please join the chanting while you're offering your lamps, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Follow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar, Radhe. Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar, Radhe. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatame Jayanita Gaura Sundar Gaura Sundar Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Kartik Brata ki, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Sri Sanchakra ki, Patita Pavani Tai Gaur Sundar ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.